Can we get a drum roll, please? Because the man is in the house, the Gus Bus, Angus Ta'avao. How are you, Angus?
Well, Kirstie, I don't want to be awkward. I know it's my first, proper day on the job. I came in on Friday, a little bit of a taste test. Got a feel for the job. Sat in your chair, actually, quite a nice chair. All the screens around me. But just before we get started, I just want to raise I suppose, not a problem, but maybe a little bit of a qualm with you, Kirstie.
A grievance.
I had surgery on Friday, recovering from that at home, tuned into the Chiefs versus the Blues. Big spectacle coming up, and you sort of dropped in the big brother. And I was sitting there, I was like, hold on, I thought I might have misheard. I just let it slip. And then at the end, Chiefs have had a big one, 20-13. And you hit Brad Weber with the big brother call again, coming down the highway. So I just want to know, where's that? Let's get that off the board first and foremost.
What do you want me to call them? Don't forget who gave you your Super Rugby start, Angus. It was the big brothers from up the road, Ken's favourite team. It was those Blues, Angus.
Yeah, but I'm a Chiefs man now. I'm a Waikato boy. I'm a pride of the middle North Island.
So did the Chiefs take that mantle now? Or will they forever be the big brothers and you're out there trying to beat them?
I suppose I just want to get down to what's that base? Like population? Yeah, sure enough. I mean, science, that's a size, or is it about the team? Because it sort of felt like we were the underdogs there. I'm not too sure.
Would you rather be the underdogs?
Oh, I mean, I think we want to be the dog, we want to be the Chiefs.
You are the dogs of Super Rugby 2023, aren't you?
Hey, you said it, 6 on the trot. I think it's the best start we've ever had. So, but I thought just before we, get into the show, let's clear the air.
Okay, nice. So you're going to raise a grievance with me on day one, literally the first 8 minutes on the program.
Sage is burnt, but hey, guess what? It smells delicious in here. It smells delicious now, and I'm excited for what's to come.
Angus, what is the best halftime speech, or maybe pre-match or post-match speech you've ever been a part of?
Yeah, straight away. It takes me back to 2014. JK had called me up into the bars, and it's a melting mix of people from all over the world. And our captain was Alistair McKellar, a Scottish player, and before the game, we're at Twickenham, we're playing Australia. And it's like he's Scottish, so first off, that's like, all right, that's 10 points to Gryffindor. He starts this Braveheart sort of chat, and I'm sucked in straight away. So you've got me. So that's already. But he goes on. He talks about our socks. So when you go and play for Barbars, you bring a pair of socks from your club or where you originate from, and he talked about lads. Because Barbars is quite an experience. It's not all full training. You enjoy a few beers. So you go through some dark times in the game. And he goes, lads, I won't try and do a Scottish accent because I'm absolutely terrible.
Oh,
but
come
he's
on.
I should have practiced this. Look down at your socks. He's like, because that is where, well, that's not bad actually. But pretty much the essence was, if you're ever hurting, look down at your socks because that's why you're here. That's your origin. That's the people who have sacrificed everything for you to be here. And I was ready to go and run through a wall. We lost that game, but it was like we won because the fight. And I reckon it started from that Scottish spirit.
What socks did you have on?
I had my Maris socks.
Oh, not Eden.
Yeah,
after professing your love for Eden Rugby Club and your brother and how much he's given up, really thought you probably would have had Eden on.
Well, I was, I actually did. I went to Eden the other night and we did a little jersey presentation and I actually, there was a story about when I first came out of school and I was told, it was sort of between Eden and Marist and Ponies. Those were the three clubs I was looking at. And I was told not to go to Eden because of how bad they were at the time. So, I'm just trying to give back and I might not have been Eden at the time, but it's Eden now, Kirstie, and that's what matters.
Well, that's what matters. You're right. That's what matters. Also, your Scottish accent, I'd give that a 9 out of 10. Not bad for someone that didn't practice it. How much chat goes on between these front rows? Because we know there's a lot of chat in halfbacks, but we can openly see it and we can hear it through the rest mic. We can't hear what's going on in that scrum. What's it actually like? Take us in there.
So, to be honest, it depends who you're up against. Some guys will bring a bit of talk, but a lot of the times it's the back five. Brody, I'll give you an example. He loves to throw a bit of chat. He also likes to get around. But, us front rowers, we like to keep it pretty civilised. And, we both know it's a battle up there. It's the dark arts. So there's not too much smack talk. Sometimes there's you get thrown off by I've played against some guys. Hami Fiver, his hair is always an immaculate smelling, setup.
What, you tell him your hair smells great?
Well, it's not what you expect, you usually go in there and it's sweat, it's blood, it's all the yuck stuff, There's some big boys up there, so it gets a bit dusty.
Sweetie.
But Hami Fiver, best smelling hair I've ever played against, and maybe more of us should do that. Pantene Pro V.
This is the chat. If you've ever wondered what goes on up there, it's sniffing each other's hair.
If you wanted to know about dark arts, it's all about cauliflower ears and good smelling hair.
How have you kept your ears?
I've got a dusty one, but the thing is those come from knocks, but it's the scrumming, the rubbing that keeps it there. So Naitoa Akua, he's got one at the moment. He's doing everything he can to stay away from it. Aidan Ross had surgery on his. I'm sure he won't mind me.
What do you do?
That.
What do you do if you have surgery on your ear?
Well, it's like plastic suit. Like they take away because you.
Do you replace your ear or?
You can have a look at mine.
Yours isn't bad
it's
though.
Not super bad, but like some people have a little brain hanging off the side of their head, and if you feel bad enough about it, and his was getting infected a lot, so he had to sort of get rid of it. But some people, like, it's the battle, they love it. That's your battle hardened. I've been in the wars.
What was your impressions of Roger Tuivasa-Sheck when you've been around him? Because you were with Auckland with him.
Yeah, Auckland and with the ABs, and ultimate professional, and humility as well. Like he was, coming back into rugby, obviously league man for a long time, but he was never afraid to ask for help or he was so open to learning, to do whatever he could. And there's all this stick about him at the moment, but I know like he's going back to the field and he's working on every single thing because he's got such a high standard. He's one of the best league players to ever grace the field. And coming onto the rugby pitch, you haven't been there since school days. It's a big transition, but he's an absolute top man. Got a lot of love for Roger. Great for the young guys, and that humility to say, look, how can I get better in this position, and then to go and do the work. Great man.
SENZ.